Welcome to the NFL 2025 final trade deals with Ace reporter Sylvester. Alrighty, and now introducing the cat, the legend, Ace reporter Sylvester. Alrighty, Sylvester. Now we rushed it. Let's see. I got it says one, so I'm hoping that Sylvester, I'm hoping the tablet is come on, let's go in here. Okay. You gotta push play. I don't got the volume. I don't got anything. Okay, come on. Oh, I'd like to watch it. You know what? It's not okay. Oh, I gotta do it over again. Let's try it again. Okay, I'm gonna lose myself. Okay, so I'll go to the live one. Okay, I just want to hear my voice. Alrighty. Okay. I should have done this. Well, that's good enough right now. Make sure cover the microphone on the tablet. So it doesn't. Okay, so it's the 4 p.m. today. It's the final. That's it for the trade between teams. As in, like I technically, I guess we could, for the public, general public, we like to think that that's it. The phones are you can no longer use that office phone anymore because to talk to another team like a direct line to. I could imagine they have 31 direct lines to other teams and quick. I just can't imagine what's. I just can't even imagine what's happening with all the behind the scenes talk on. So, well, Sylvester, I'm gonna put up our first board. So we have like our. I'm gonna, since we're not recorded and we're a live stream. I'm just gonna do this live. Where okay, I got some stuff right. Okay, so knock things over. Okay, so I'm gonna. Oh yeah, that's why I wanted to make sure there was. Oh, can you believe that? I just can't cut a break. Okay, you know what, Sylvester? I'm just gonna go like this. That's good. That'll work. That'll work as long as it holds it up. That's all is required right now. And the other board, I gotta still put some more on there. And right now, I'm just I should use the white. And it was okay. So well, Sylvester, we'll just start with the Baltimore Ravens, and they traded Jair Alexander to the Philadelphia Eagles. And then let's see, I wrote that so fast, and I didn't. I didn't get the hang of it yet. I'm gonna have to go back to that. Okay, so I got my phone right here, secondary phone, and don't tell me I forgot to charge it up. Oh, maybe. Well, maybe I just gotta turn it on. Okay, we'll see how much battery I have left. I could have zero. We're gonna usually do that, but I think the other tablet's ready, and I don't want to use my actual phone that I talk on. There's no way I want to use that and drop it. I know it's even got glass screens, one on top of the other glass screen to make sure it doesn't break. But yeah, I don't trust. You just don't play electronics. This one's let's see, 100%. Okay, oh wow. Okay. Okay, we're at 100% on this. So this is going to work fast because the phones work faster than the tablets. The tablets, I mean, it's just especially the other tablet. That one tablet, forget it. Okay, so but we'll go to the second one then. Okay, the Cincinnati Bengals, and when they traded Logan Williams to the Dallas Cowboys for that was a seventh round pick for a seventh round pick. That was just teaser for the Dallas Cowboys. It was like like, are you going to make a trade? You're going to make a trade? Okay, so Jerry Jones makes a trade. Okay, now it's like, okay, I'm like, okay, that's like, okay, Jerry Jones, and then it becomes like, oh, okay, then the seventh round pick. It's not like one that's like, you know. Breaking news: the Dallas Cowboys trade. I mean, I don't. I mean, everyone's gonna say true before we go. Uh, yeah, before we move on, it's just that one does not, one is not going to the player is not going to make a difference. But we'll just leave it at that, Sylvester, because as we go, just for the if someone's seeing this, because I think it even gets more interesting for the Cowboys after, if I remember correctly. Okay, so then if I got on the other board, okay, so then we have Miami traded Jalen Phillips. Okay, and then to the Philadelphia Eagles for it was a third round pick. Now, Jalen Phillips was only a third round pick due to injuries. If he didn't have injuries, Jalen Phillips would have been for me. Jalen Phillips should have been worth a first round. He is a very good player. Miami is going to miss Jalen Phillips. It just wasn't meant to be for Jalen Phillips in Miami due to just it just it's just the way it happened, Sylvester. It's just there was just I mean, like yeah, I just if I remember correctly, Jalen Phillips and what a game he had against the Buffalo Bills when it was the playoff, and I mean, wow, I mean, just and then what I'm trying to say, Sylvester, is that like yeah, and then he got injured. And yeah, when it comes to and then Miami's not trading Jalen Phillips for how do you say it, like how do you because it's not working out in Miami, is quote unquote. That's not the case here. The case is that they're just they're they're. I mean, I can imagine Jalen Phillips saying that I don't thinking is maybe thinking with the agent telling him like, well, with the injuries, you might not have, if you get another injury, you're gonna have to maybe call it quits. If it's the same re-aggravated injury, of course, definitely you have to say quits. So it's like, uh, my thing is that he was probably going to say within like so Mike McDaniel, is it Mike McDaniel? Yeah, the head coach, so he can like so he gets like a direct line to the head coach when he. This is my. I'm just making all this up, coach. Coach. I mean Sylvester. I'm making all this up, Sylvester, just to like. I'm just trying to come up with scenarios like if I was to make the movie, I think I could script it right now, like with the Jalen Phillips at the lunchroom going. "We're- I guess there's a lunchroom when there's I don't know they still do lunchrooms in NFL and all that. I have no clue. Like some kind of cafeteria, they all get their food and they go sit down at tables or okay, like I'm not sure. I don't know what's going. I'm not gonna even look into that right now. There's no time for it. But the point being, I'm just joking around saying that like maybe Jalen Phillips like, well, where is this team going? Where is this team headed? And if Mike McDaniel's just kind of caught, as they say, caught wind of it, and or heard it through the old grapevine. Well, it's like okay, uh, who wants Jalen Phillips? And I mean, because we don't want to tell Jalen Phillips that we might be just trying to rebuild, which is a possibility. Like you figure, like how does it that a general manager was told to vamoose from the site as far as duties go. Next time you come in the stadium, you have to buy a ticket, quote unquote. I don't. That's it. You don't even get a free pass to the stadium anymore. I think, yeah. I think that's. I don't know. I'm not going to get into that, but the thing just it's so no joke with like. Well, the next time a person comes in the stadium, they'll have to buy a ticket, meaning they're not part of the organization anymore. Especially the not ticket sales or something. They're players. As a player, it's like you really don't. You know, well, oh, I'm sorry. As a general manager, that was a general manager. Like, sorry, I messed up a good, story for a made up good story. It was about writing script and okay. So, well, I'll stay with the script. The old joke is I'll stay with the script. Okay, so I'm just saying that, like, maybe Coach is it McDaniel? If I always, I'm not going to look it up right now, but I'm pretty sure it's Coach McDaniel But he just went like to himself, I don't know how to tell Jalen. I can't let that out. We're just at the halfway point of a season, and the general manager was told to vamoose, and yeah, I got stick around, and hopefully that whatever the owner doesn't want to pay for another coach, because I don't know how many years left that McDaniel has. So it's like the new general manager will give quote unquote give it a chance to try to do his contract out, whatever it is, a year or 2 years, especially if it's like 3 more years. Yeah, like if you're hiring a general manager, it's like, well, you gotta try out Mike McDaniel first, see, and you know, well, if we're on a rebuild, and work with the younger players, because if we get an older coach and we're on a rebuild, we're not. I mean, it's probably how it should be when it comes to like younger coaches need to do younger teams. And my opinion is they just it's like uh, it's just a different world, because they all have to be treated the same, quote unquote. When they're all like, if it's on a rebuild team, it's not like you're gonna what are you gonna favor? Everybody is on the same level, especially if the quarterback is oh, oh my gosh, the Tua Tagovailoa issue. Oh boy, oh boy. That is since he's not management, they can't just say, okay, let's just move on from Tua Tagovailoa. They're paying too much to Tagovailoa, and it's just there's no way they could trade Tua Tagovailoa, and it's not about another team wouldn't want Tua Tagovailoa. Uh, yeah, lots of teams would, especially for as a backup, if they're if. But I'm not saying he's a backup, Sylvester, but he could go on a rebuilding team. I mean, uh, the incoming quarterback can see how, like, whoa, he really gets hit hard, like like where the quarterbacks, like, if you got your first round quarterbacks watching the game with a clipboard, as a backup, and he sees then he gets a feel of, like, oh, okay, I could be going in. You never know. I mean, if the season isn't great, they're gonna say, okay, you're in there, and yeah, I mean, just like, well, like, wow, I don't even know, Sylvester. I don't know how you did it as a quarterback, and you, Coach Coyote, and but was it? Oh, Ketchup Munchie. He used three quarterbacks. I just standing there, and and well, you look at Sylvester. There's well, Coach Coyote would have been. It looks like Coach Coyote would have been like 6'5" if it was like a human, in terms of what do you call it, like when it's trying to put animals in doing human things like that, like football. But Sylvester, I guess, would have been like 6'2", so maybe like 6'1" and a half, 6'2", and yeah, I mean, but like, yeah, being able to take hits, I mean, yeah, I mean, that's so well, I'm gonna say that, well, I get it, yeah, I mean, Philadelphia will just give a third round pick. And I'm looking at the Philadelphia, there's like, the I mean, that defensive coordinator is just like, I want a Jalen Phillips right now to throw in there once in a while to just mess up everything, like a quarterback sack with just, if and he's athletic enough to be able to, you know, say, like, stay behind, better behind the line, and get get the tackle on the running back, or a fullback. That's, I mean, so yeah, Philadelphia is they're like exactly like what the Jalen Phillips they're looking for, just whatever reason. And the thing is like, I know I'll just say this for one player, and I won't do it for all the players, but like, but this is a special case where Jalen Phillips is like, we all want to stay where we are, usually, like in life. I find, after a long life of living, Sylvester, I feel like we all like to just stay. It's the status quo. When you're not, if it's not if you don't get a trade, like you're not not on another team, you're staying on the same team after this trade final, like after the final 4 p.m. Um, you know, that's ums when you do live. I didn't realize that, Sylvester. Okay, so what I'm trying to say, Sylvester, is that like people generally, not every, there's always a person there's for whatever reason that's not working out at say whatever what XYZ team, NFL team, and yeah, the XYZers, the ABCers versus the XYZers, and one has a stadium on one side of town, the other one has a stadium on the other side of town. Yeah, okay. So what I'm trying to say is that like, there could be players out there that's what we call disgruntled, but that's to me that gets into a terminology of, well, it sounds like it just sounds like there was no other side to the story. Like, oh, disgruntled. It, I suppose, just, but was Jalen Phillips disgruntled? I don't know. He's no way you gonna. He's well, when he gets, what I'm trying to say is, when someone, okay, for every player, it's gonna be like this for every player we do. And I won't say it for like again over and over, but I'm just saying like that when, and then it all like really changes as soon as Jalen Phillips gets to Philadelphia, and they already have a football uniform, which they used Americans. Sylvester is an American, uh, well, American citizen, because technically, you probably weren't made in. I think maybe you weren't made in the USA or Canada. The Munchie brothers are made in Canada. That's why I said they're born in Toronto. It was a factory in Toronto that made the Munchie brothers. Some toy promotion. And Sylvester, I don't know. You'd have to look it all. I'd have to look it all up. What's Sylvester? Well, Sylvester is an American cartoon thing. So that's, I guess, that's why I say Sylvester is American. But as far as our Sylvester here, are you an American? Yes. Were you quote unquote? Can I pretend that you were born in the United States of America? Can I pretend that Sylvester was? I don't think he was made in the USA. I don't. Mm, 90 something, something in the 90s, something that it could be like, it's a pretty, I mean, this wasn't an easy build. Like, the stitching involved, the ears and the mouth and all the stitching, all the separate stitching involved to make the arms and especially to make the tail. I mean, yeah, that took a lot. That's why there was so many. There was all the gang, but I made sure I took Sylvester. I was going, oh, that's pretty funny with that tail. I've never seen, like, I never seen one where they were willing to put a tail on it, because that would be like I said, wouldn't a lot of they would just not work out. But yeah, so what is the difference about all this? Oh, I didn't even know how because of some terminology. I'm pretty sure it was saying that, yeah. Oh, the football. I don't know if it's, once again, I don't know, folks, if it's a regional thing that, I'm the one that just, for whatever reason, I've always called it a football uniform. The uniform. You get, and then when I hear it on television, because you get a lot of American television, and that's when I heard jersey, 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 and yeah, and yeah, for the same, yeah, I don't know. I guess they would just they know what I'm talking. Everybody know I'm talking about if I said football uniform in the United States of America. But they just give that thing in their mind going, isn't that's jersey? All he means jersey. Okay, yeah. So yeah, so now we'll go back to. Oh, I forgot to put a little dash there. So yeah, when gets to that new team, and they got the football uniform jersey, and it's gonna have probably I don't know what number, but if his number is available and no one has it on the team, 100% it's gonna be his number. If he can't get his number, they're gonna ask what number do you want besides that, the number five it was, I can't remember, or four, or whatever, a single digit, oddly enough. But yeah, he'll just take another number, and that will be presented to him, his football uniform, like with, as I say, it has the name on the back, and uh, yeah, Phillips with the number, and yeah, I mean, and it'll be the green. I'm going to guarantee it'll be the standard green one, or because but if they're going on the road, is everything he goes to his locker. They're going to give him they have the original key to his locker, so he puts his own lock, I guess. But well, I don't know in today's world what they do, but yeah, probably a standard, probably old fashioned locker like that. But yeah, I mean, he's already going to have like ones that fit on the size of weight, the alternate, things like that. All his equipment. I mean, it's like this. I guess it's their own. If you buy your own helmet, then you bring it with you, and they just have to get a quick color. You get one of those quick color changes, or they just, Aaron Rodgers would just paint his helmet. He painted his helmet twice, I guess, two more. And yeah, I mean, so yeah, there's the equipment matter, and I'm not sure if if I was a player Sylvester, and I'm making like a lot of money, I'm buying the best equipment, like whatever it is. If I'm making millions of dollars, my attitude, the way I feel in life, I'd be like, oh, I'm buying. You'll see me with all the best, equipment. Well, the only thing you'll really see is the helmet. Yeah, the helmet would be that really expensive helmet that can. You gotta know that now. You gotta get two of them. Make sure one's in the well, I guess one's that kept in heat because what happened to the helmet. So I mean, yeah. So things are gonna change, and then it's gonna all set in, and and then Phillips will be having that feeling of, yeah, I mean, this is actually better because I'm going to a Super Bowl contending team, and I hope to help them get there. Get to the Super Bowl. Uh, Winning is the next step, but getting there is the first step. There's two steps to winning a championship. First is getting to the Super Bowl, and second is winning the Super Bowl. So yeah, I mean, yeah, to get that first step to the Super Bowl. Okay, so I mean, and then we go to yeah, that dot. I forgot to put that dot, and then I'll be up. Try to buy some time to update the other board and see what other trades are happening. Five. Okay, so 3:30. I should go I should go a little bit quicker than that. I'm just gonna put a little right here. I forgot to put a little line there so I can know it's another trade. Okay, so I got what did I have as linebacker Logan Wilson to the Dallas Cowboys for a seventh round pick. We did that. I'm pretty sure trade. Okay, Ravens get edge rusher. I should have marked. I should mark each one I do next time. Okay, Ravens get edge rusher Jamont Jones. Titans will receive a conditional pick, and this one I should be very quick with this one. The conditional pick kind of deal. I mean, if Ravens get Jermont edge rusher, I just didn't look up Jermont Jones. I must have heard that name before, but he's on the Titans, so it's just, yeah. Good luck with me hearing about an edge rusher from the Titans. I mean, they just I don't. I barely see even highlights of him anymore right now. It's Sylvester. I always thought like, oh, it was back in the day. That's why we didn't see like you didn't hear much about the Tampa, but especially when I was very young. I still remember the Tampa Bay Buccaneers being the first expansion team, and the reference. One of the references, like a Wikipedia reference, I could make my own Wikipedia reference for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Is that it might be might be on the Wikipedia webpage for Tampa Bay Buccaneers football organization, is the American Football Organization, is they were mentioned on a show called What's Happening. I think it's What's Happening. It was about betting. There's three main characters. I'm forgetting it. They live one, and the main character of the series there was his mother, and I think there was Dwayne. But anyways, there was one episode about betting, and an uncle of well, uncle was asked like the Tampa asked his nephew, which is one of the three characters, the smallest one of the three. There was really a heavy set person, tall, skinny, and a little smaller than average person. That would have been the second. It would have been in the middle of the character. I guess that was the second no, third main character. Okay, so I think it's Dwayne. Dwayne. So anyway, I can't. So anyways, on the show, they mentioned they mentioned about Tampa Bay Buccaneers versus the Oakland at the time Oakland Raiders, and the I don't know what the real outcome if there wasn't. Okay, this thing's folks out there that can. I'm not going to bother to look it up. But it's kind of late now. But was there a game between at the time that that was playing on first time on ABC television over the air? I think it wasn't. I think that was pre-cable for me. It might have been cable. I think we had cable television at the time. Yeah, we might have had cable television at the time. But yeah, and what I'm trying to say here, Sylvester is I almost called her Ernie. Uh, so, is that he asked him, why did you bet? What is the uncle lost his because the Tampa Bay Buck he bet on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, and that was an expansion team at the time, and they lost every game the first season. So did they play the? They would have been an NFC team. So picking the Oakland Raiders out of all the other teams, they must have at least played because the Oakland Raiders were really good that year. So maybe it was a real game. I don't know, but either way, so the uncle, the one time character, that was it. I think he was only one or two times. I don't know if he was on the show again, but I can't remember. But the uncle bet on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And then he goes after, as the show is ending up, he's asked his nephew, who's one of the three main characters on What's Happening. Well, why did you tell me to pick the Tampa Bay Buccaneers? What did you base it on? And he says, I based it on the helmet. He liked the way the Buccaneer looked with the knife in his mouth versus the old 60s style Oakland Raider. I think that was still the 60s, or maybe it was the new 70s. But he liked the Buccaneer with the knife in the mouth, the dagger. I should say it's a dagger. Yeah, he has a dagger in his mouth. Kind of so yeah, that's the Tampa Bay Buccaneer logo original. If I'm yeah, and I was like, so yeah, I go back to those days and imagine like I can't even imagine seeing myself Sylvester in a bedroom with this what I would probably thought was a miniature computer. uh, These like just being able to be my own television station, like it's just amazing, and doing my own show and everything, and just wow. Okay, so yeah, I mean I just like Sylvester. I just like I know. You see, Sylvester's a sports reporter, and ketchup and barbecue, and Coach Coyote, and and salt and vinegar munchie. Well, the us four, we just love football so much, and yeah, I mean, so many memories, and it's all because when I was young, I liked football, and that's why I can remember a lot of football references. Can I remember another episode of What's Happening? No, I can't right now. But I do remember that episode because it was football reference. Anything with football, and then there was like even a show, if I remember correctly, was the San Pedro Beach Bums. Didn't last past the season, but they were into watching. I mean, sorry, they were into getting to a football game, and they needed players, so they quote unquote were walking on the beach looking for football players to play. And and that famous line that's forever that the young kids just won't understand, Sylvester, is they they found a place kicker because but all he knew what to say was football, you bet. Because he could kick, he didn't know anything about football, but he could kick a football. So at the time, that would be in today's world too. If you find a place kicker from another country that doesn't speak English, that's fine. But the term that he kept saying was football. You bet, football. You bet. That was I'll never forget that. I'll never forget that line. You 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 know how you know if someone's right now you could know that somebody's how their age if you say to them football you bet and football you bet and it took if they have no clue maybe they didn't watch the San Pedro Beach Bums, they don't remember it, or they're not old enough. Okay, simple as that. Or maybe because I don't ever see them in real. I never see that show in syndication. I never. So yeah, I mean, like, well, I should do a special like that. Sylvester, you can help me do the script. Football references, like just a whole list of all the football references, and if I remember 'em or not. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna do it cold too. That you know what? It'd be nice. You know what? It's better if I just read off someone else's if they do it for me, Sylvester. And I then it'll be cold. Like I don't. Yeah, I'll see. I'll see how I can do it without me. If I do the research and do the writing, I just go. Oh, I don't remember. I don't remember. I don't remember. But I don't. It's not a real live reaction, as I say. Okay, so then okay. So and then Baltimore Ravens, they still think they're in it. And they're going for it with the edge rusher Jermont Jones. And the Titans will receive conditional pick. I mean, that's not much. That's not really much. Yeah, well, the Philadelphia Eagles, not to be wow. Okay, I got a clock that says 15:38, meaning 3:38 for you civilians. Okay, I love saying that. Okay, yeah, Eagles, Eagles, and they went out and got Michael Carter the second, a cornerback, Corner, and it's from New York. And New York gets John Mitch. I'm surprised they must have a lot of receivers. Okay, Mitch. I didn't know what the heck I wrote there. MetchiedI wide receiver. Okay, that is just I can't see it. I'm on an angle, and I gotta read my writing, and I'm not sure. Well, I gotta change the sign anyways. It's the last line of the sign. I didn't feel. I only got two more over here, but I could just write it, take it down, write stuff, and then put it back up. Because okay, I'll take this one down, and this is a lot easier now. I should leave this over here. Just gotta like take things out gently. Don't knock things over. There's a blue light over here. I don't know if yeah, see my hand? It's one of those blue lights. It's the dollar special. This one, the dollar mart. Yeah, the dollar mart. They're like this one I don't need right now. You see what I mean now. It's this one's off. This one's pointed at Sylvester for if I can. Okay, if Sylvester needed light in the front, which he doesn't, it looks fine. And I had light for him. I still got the overhead lights. Yeah, I mean this is a studio, but it's so much daylight right now. We're on daylight, so we don't really need that. Okay, there, leave that there, and then I don't know what I put there. The marker went off. Oh, Mechie the second, Metchie, John Mechie the second. That's the second, and he was a wide receiver. So New York, they still want a young wide receiver for the future, and it's just looks like it just. I guess it looks like the when you're looking at. I look at it again where it says the Eagles get Michael Carter second for a cornerback from New York, and New York gets a receiver. I guess they're not using as much, so their defense is okay. So you're looking at you got the two defensive players now. The Philadelphia Eagles. I could imagine. I just could imagine them the division rivals, as they say for the Dallas Cowboys. I mean, yeah, Jerry Jones. I mean, I'm just picturing the scenario where Jerry Jones is. I go, you know what? I like the way I wrote this now because now I got. We know about the earlier trade for a defense on Dallas, but then here we go. If you didn't know this already, then you got like just as they say, the New York Jets really helping themselves to like out here for draft picks now. So something is going on in New York. I'm just gonna put a cover for the shade more to make some shade on the board, or else it's so what do you need shade? Yeah, I guess you did need shade, Sylvester. Just using something to block some shade. Let's see. It's hard to find where is it. I always forget. You should get that umbrella, Sylvester. And just put it on the bed, and if I put the umbrella on the bed, that I should be able to cover it. It still bleeds through the blinds, the sunlight. So I mean, yeah, it does something, but I don't know. It just the camera's so good. The webcam is so good. It works. It's for low lighting situations. I could imagine. But yeah, oh yeah, I gotta cover that so I can read. So I make sure I can read it. Okay. So then the New York Jets they trade the Sauce Gardner cornerbacks. You are in the Colts will give the Jets two first round picks. Now, well, let's get to the Cowboys in a second. Okay, there was something else the Dallas Cowboys did, but I looked at now. It's okay. The New York Jets they're just okay. They're giving away the Sauce Gardner to the Colts. Now the Colts, they're well, look at that. They're willing to give two first round picks, 2026 and 2027, whatever the Colts, because they're going to finish high. They expect to finish high in the first round, but well, that just gives two first. Well, and what it is that the New York just is looking for a quarterback right now. That's what they're looking for. It's pretty obvious. Rebuild with a new quarterback, and we'll see. We'll see if well, you know what? It's best to start the veteran. Look at even Tom Brady. Tom Brady was back up, and of course, Drew Brees. Drew Brees. I say Drew Brees. Drew Bledsoe. Back up to Drew Bledsoe. I mean, it's not. It's folks out there got to remember. It's just hard. You don't just. You just. Yes. A lot of teams passed on a Tom Brady. Yeah, it happens. It happens. Y- yeah, but it's just it is what it is. We went, with Bill Belichick as coach, and the facts speak for itself. And I'm not never ever Sports News Review will never do a debate on was Was it Bill Belichick or was it Tom? But no, it was equal in my opinion. That's why as in sports news, I can't find. We're all in the same. Like Sylvester's thinking the same. Yeah, you just it's not. It's something that like yeah, a quarter. That's just to show that the New York Jets for this pointing to the board here. The New York Jets are definitely in a rebuild, looking for a new quarterback, and I'm going to guarantee it. I'm going to give it my personal 5-star guarantee. Is it 5 stars? 5-star guarantee, Sylvester. That New York Jets are looking for a quarterback in the next draft, or if they don't find it in that draft, maybe it's in the next draft. So they're like they're in owner has given permission, in my opinion, rebuild. Did he push the button? Rebuild. Was the button pushed like a the button? It's called like a If I guess yeah, I guess we use too much reference. We don't use any references like that. And I mean, yeah, I mean, like if it was like Star Trek, I'm gonna say like the Red Alert. What that would be the Red Alert. The original Star Trek. I'm thinking like when that Red Alert. Uh, in an organization like an American football team, yeah, when you press the red button, that's rebuild. Brr, brr. They're sending out the signals. It's internal. We're but if we happen to be walking inside the organization, you I'm gonna say that Jerry Jones probably pressed that button, rebuild, and red lights going off everywhere, rebuild. No, you don't want red you can't use red on orange. Use orange and no, you know what? You can't even do that in a building for real. Those are very serious situations of red alert for fire and orange for maybe something orange, blue light. Just I don't know what color. Just rebuild. It could be any color, but the rebuild, the LED lights come out. Rebuild. Jets are in a rebuild. I'm going to guarantee. Oh, 347. Okay, just I did pretty good for what little I wrote down. Okay, maybe talking in between. Okay, yeah, and people read that. People got their own secondary devices now, and they're listening to other people, and just I'm saying like if you're still sticking around, I mean it's kind of like live reaction. When I get through this, what I'll do is I'll get another board or write some more down over here quickly and put the. It's easy to put these boards back up. I didn't think I was able to, Sylvester. I didn't think I was going to be able to use this board today because there's going to be a trade off between where Sylvester is positioned and where this is positioned, so it's legible he's and it's Sylvester. We need so much, and the big. I didn't need the bigger dry erase boards. I didn't think of it. So so I'm thinking that. Well, I could even have went longer than that. I could even like went a longer board probably. Yeah, I don't think so. No, that was it, man. Just pure coincidence. No, that's it. Wow, what a coincidence. I should almost mark down everything. Or you gotta just do it in practice. This is perfect. This board fits perfect. I couldn't put a wider board right now, Sylvester. Would have to be way over to get the other boards in. But yeah, this one's easy, quick, fast, and change, and I could change it on a live stream. I don't need time to I'm not going to write it. I'm not going to use stencils and do better things. These take too long. These take way too long to. They got to. This has got to be done the day before, to be honest, or else you're still putting the letters in while you're supposed to be starting up the laptop. I mean, going on going on the YouTube and going on go starting up the live stream. I mean, and they're still like in production putting this up and trying to see if, and then you got to make sure. Oh, you just it'd be a disaster. Yeah. So this was done yesterday, Sylvester. Yeah, you seen the production meeting, and this morning I put the desk there, and where to position the desk, and I mean, yeah, it takes a while. It's just, and then what? And then we're gonna be doing World Sports News with Ernie and yeah, I mean, you're gonna see a whole different setup again if you tune in again to the Sports News Review. Yeah, you'll see the setup for Sylvester Ernie should say. Do I have this on? Oh my gosh, I had the cover on the whole time. It really didn't make a difference. It's the dust cover. I, I guess that is a good that is good to have that dust cover because, well, not when it's on. I don't know. It still picked up my voice. It could maybe help mute it. The that windsock, as they say. I don't know, but yeah, just what I'm trying to say is that uh, ooh, it's kind of on the edge too. It's right on the edge of this makeshift studio platform. I should have. Yeah, there it is. Okay, move it over a bit. That's the actual microphone that I'm using. I've said it before. It's just to remind myself that it's the gaming microphone, and because it was a short height, I could have got real. You know what? I should have next time if you know what I could have got a tall one. Like maybe I could have got one that would have been this tall, like with this light thing, this light that I'm not using at the moment because Sylvester does not need any light shined at him. But yeah, I I could have got a microphone this tall, but it's like it's like I thought it was gonna be in the way, but I could have put it over there, and secured it with like I'm securing this light. I don't need to secure the microphone. It's pretty heavy on the base. It's got a really microphones when it's a desk microphone, so yeah, I mean, like, well, Sylvester's is a kind of a desk microphone. I mean, bec- could you, if Sylvester, if it was a real, if it was to scale, that would pick up that would be an enormous microphone to like I couldn't imagine that on a human scale. Like it would be such a enormous area to pick up sound. It would, yeah. Okay, so they're looking at the Jets trade, the Quincy Williams and then the Cowboys will give a first round pick and a second round pick. It's just amazing. The Cowboys giving a first round pick and a second round pick to the Jets. And then the Jets, they're just it's gonna be at the draft. It's gonna be New York Jets select New York, and it's gonna be on the television early, and there's gonna be so many how you say it, like high draft picks going to like it's. I mean, if you gotta ask yourself if you're a Bills fan or Patriots fan, that yeah, I mean, what happens after this generation of players in the Buffalo Bills organization when the New York Jets are going to be, like maybe in a couple of years, like let's say 3 seasons from now, maybe two, but one would be crazy. It'll be like, whoa, 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 what happened there? If next season the Jets just what but I'm okay if the Jets don't look great with all those draft picks. It's just because it's the first year together, and then the second year, if there's improvement, that's all that matters, improvement. And then the third year they make the playoffs and win, and if they don't win the game, playoffs is not a game. Fourth year, then in the fourth year of that they're in the playoffs uh, second, winning the playoff round. I don't, just saying that's like wow. The New York Jet fans would be like coming out of everywhere. You see, all of a sudden you see people in New York City area with green shirts that say, "Wait," it's like, "Hey, how did this happen?" Because right now I can imagine. Well, I know right now the New York Jet fans are probably like well, saying very ecstatic, like, oh wow, like it's like it's all about the future now. And I'm gonna take a refreshment break. It's 15:54. I got okay, so 3:54. Yeah, okay. I'll start looking at on the phone right now after this refreshment break. I needed it bad. Okay, I'm gonna put it back in the put the refreshment back in the sports news review s- studio fridge. Okay, okay, that one's done. I did everything I wrote down. Okay, so now I'm gonna just go to a search engine and let's see. Let's gonna put this is gonna be just live reaction. It's live reaction. Okay, NFL trades. Yeah, that's the one. NFL trades. NFL trade deadline 2025 live update tracker. I don't want anything that has volume on it. I gotta make sure the volume's off on this phone. I don't want any video to come if I'm looking by mistake. I don't need to look at videos. I just want text. It's too bad. It's too bad too bad somebody on Wikipedia would did it live because then I'm not going on anyone's. Well, you know what? But they want me. I I, I tried 2025 and the NFL league transitions. No, that's NFL.com. They definitely want people to, and I just can't. NFL roster cuts, NFL player safeties, June, May transactions. I need okay. This sporttrack.com. It didn't work on my phone. I don't know why. Okay, here's the ESPN. I don't think. I mean, I'm not gonna read off their articles and that. I'm just looking at information that anything. Okay, they got transactions, teams transactions. What about trades? Oh well, they're talking about okay. I need players that get released. Like they're just practice squad. Whatever they have to make room, and it's just okay. Oh, this is just brutal. And that's all transaction. Okay, okay, I'll try the NFL.com this one. And okay, trade dead. They say trade final trade deals. We say on Sports News Review. Okay. Oh, do you get to pick a team? They're saying you moved on. I don't know if this is the final. I only want trades for today. I only want today's trades. Okay, and I know we do want. Okay, I'm not getting anything out of that. I'll try this one to see. Okay, we deals we'd like to see. No, no, no. I want actual deals. Uh, okay, well, it's almost 4 o'clock. How am I gonna? Oh, geez, right at 4 o'clock. I could go. I like. Maybe I get headphones and I'll listen to someone talking. Like and I gotta just make sure put it on very low and put it out of one ear and I guess I don't know. Just can the audio cannot bleed out and the microphone pick up the headphone I'm trying to listen to because I can't find text right now. I just need like text and defensive tackle. Quitting is it defensive tackle? I don't got that down. Oh, are they getting? See, I don't know what's going on. This one is I don't know. Did they make that trade? Um I can't like it's like if this is how it works probably, Sylvester. I'm not subscribed to any of these things and I'm on a phone that's not signed in, like using it as a miniature tablet, and I'm not paying for any of these subscriptions. So that's probably why I'm not. It's just I see why people go to those ones that like they're monetized. If they're I don't know if let's see if my they're not my competition. I'm not gonna I end up with like I don't know, like now just this I'm just not okay, I'm not finding what I'm supposed to. I just can't find what I'm supposed to. But what I want to do now is make sure the media is down to school. This like notifications in the system, everything. The volume is just right down. I don't even need the ringtone on. No, there's no way you can call this number. It can only dial out 911. That's it. There's not. It's not connected to anything. It's just an old phone I'm using. The previous Samsung phone I'm using is a miniature laptop because it just works better. It works fast. It's in my hand. I can. It's kind of like yeah. If I ever get another device, if I, you know what, Sylvester, if I'm just gonna grab someone. Ask for someone's cell phone that's not working. So you can. It actually looked like a prop for you better that you're looking stuff up and instead of that remote control that's for a smart television. And I used it for a couple of years. Then I really don't need that thing anymore. As in like it, and then I was like it became a prop for Sylvester pretending that's his laptop or tablet. That's his personal tablet, a sports news review tablet. Okay, so I mean, yeah, I mean, it's just okay. I'm gonna go like you know what? Let's see. I can this one I can go on YouTube. It lets me go on YouTube. Okay, so then I'm gonna put let's see. It's okay. I'm not gonna say which one it is, but but I there's one thing I will agree that it's 4:01, 4 o'clock. Okay. Do you the phones must be okay, there it is. No more phone calls. I wonder if they have NFL organization has observers. That's it. That's it. You're done. No more calls. No more calls. That's it. That's it. Well, they know because they can't. They're not going to be able to like. I don't know. There's probably it probably might let the team if they were just about to finish wrap up and it started at 3. Maybe they started at 3:30. You need another 2 minutes and yeah, they probably not a big deal. Not a big deal, but it's like they can't start a new trade. That's what I'm thinking. Like you can't start a new trade. That's it. You can't there can't be any calls after 4 p.m. to start a trade. It's gonna be just my opinion. I didn't ever looked it up. I don't know. I could be just making stuff up for all I know. But I'm thinking like that, just like maybe it's just they can't make a new trade, but they let them finish off and finalize all this because it's not easy to finalize all this. And it might, who knows? But these are like they seem to be like they're really good, and they're not going to just like I say. Let me see. Okay, I'm just going to see if someone else is doing this, and I just I'm just not picking. That's why I'm not picking on, but I'm expecting that like this person does it as a living, and I'm thinking, yeah, got it. Okay. Just look at the view channel, and yes, he is live. Of course, he's live. NFL trade. Of course, he's got a live stream. Of course, and of course, they have a lot of people watching versus me with just myself and having fun and like. There's just no way I could click on that channel. Oh my god! Oh gosh, I did by accident. I don't even want the volume to. I got the volume on zero. Okay. Yeah, I'm looking at this. Wow, if I would like to be on, I would if I didn't just, it's like, it's just weird feeling I got now, Sylvester, that if I wasn't doing this live stream, I'd be on this person's channel. I'd be happy to just. I mean, he loves football, a young person, and loves football, and and he's got like a nice thing with the tracker, as he called it. It's and live his live update. He pays for all the services, obviously. And I'm just saying, you pay for the services, you get, you know. All right, okay, well, I mean, just, uh, I'm just looking. He's having too much fun. He's just having too much fun. This is like he's just I just feel the vibe from way here, Sylvester. That person is just having fun, and it's just crazy how I don't want to mention the website, YouTube channel, because I don't know if that person wants person like me to like uh promote his channel. He doesn't need my help. he does not he does not need my help, Sylvester. He's doing very fine without me. He doesn't need any help from me. It could just, I don't know. I mean, it's just, no, but you'd probably say any publicities, even if there's one, two people that happen to stumble across this, and I don't know. I mean, there's no way anybody's gonna. Sylvester, I feel like there's just no way anyone is going to uh go this far into the video and just if that I kind of would wish that person on his free time and he you know I mean like when he's gotta they gotta have some time, Sylvester, where they get away from NFL football. They need a break too during the week. You got the days, but he's too busy with he's got to keep that's his living. That is his living right now, is to make content for the YouTube channel to uh I it's I just like I would love all that stuff, Sylvester. Look how look at I just when I seen the YouTube channel versus oh gosh the so I know I just letterboard uh dry erase boards. Not even finished. Oh, geez, how much there's just I I mean, like I did have a lot of fun doing this, but like, okay, then why did I finish this thing in this? Because I, it just I didn't know what I was gonna do. Sylvester and how which boards to use and uh, you know, I guess what I gotta do is set up. I'm learning my lessons over and over. Is that for a live stream, Sylvester? I gotta set it up the night before, and you can't set it up the morning thing. It's just I don't just then I would have been able to like put more stuff on. There's a lot more trades and okay now. Well, like I might as well take this down because it's I can what I can do is I don't really need to. I should be able to find all this. Okay, I'll just grab another board in case I can't find that information, and and get another dry erase board because they're gonna just rate that the other dry erase board, one of those small ones. See, it's just blank. Oh, it's got stuff on it. Oh, I got another blank one. Okay, I got another blank one. Okay, so I'm gonna put yeah the trade deals. Yeah, the trade deals. Yeah, the trade deals are. Oh, there's a cola here. Didn't realize it. I'll just put it over here for now. Okay. Put it in the store. It's in the fridge. Um, yeah, I'm gonna put. I need. Oh, I just need a mark. I just need any marker. Okay, so I'm gonna put what it is right now. It's the So just put okay. So trade. No. Okay, put no new. No more trade talk. No more. Okay. Yeah, the NFL. Okay. I'm trying to avoid using that word that starts with a D. I don't want. I mean, it's just too. It's I don't I just can't figure. I gotta come up with a way to say that. I didn't think of this earlier. I don't want to use the obvious word. I'm just gonna like it's just. I know it'd be so much easier to just put that and everybody. Okay, so the 4 P. Yeah, so it's okay. Okay, so oh, I'm gonna put no. It's oh yes. I'm gonna put something. I'm gonna put something funny. Okay, that's okay. Yeah, I'm gonna put the first word, okay, and then put and then, this is gonna get a lot. You're gonna get a laugh, Sylvester. Okay, it's okay. So it's past 4 o'clock. So now it's stop, general managers, put the phones down. No new trades. Uh, See, I try to I'm just creative to avoid a word I don't like anymore. You notice the title, it's not in there too. It's a everyone's using the NFL blank line, and I don't Sports News Reviewer really. If you go through every like the text word, and it's it's been family friendly, and this whole program has been very family friendly. And there's no reason that if someone infant I know that's what I was worried about. I was like, that's why I'm family friendly, and you're going to always see that Sports News Review. We are going to be 100% family friendly. It's just based on our terminology that when words well, it's going to be me. That's it. There's no other voice you can hear without me getting like obviously there's it's got to be I mean the person has to it's recorded voice is tough because uh it can't be off the it can't be anything off of television. So yeah, I mean, yeah, I've really I pretty well listened to my uh live streams over and over again. And if I do consider something I said, it's not very. It's not that it's a. It's like it's a bad. It's not. It's just. It's not. It's not like it's a word that's like. How do you say like? Uh, uh, well, it's just. Um, there's it's hard to explain what I mean without because I don't want to say the actual words. It's just like like we said at Sports News Review. I decided like if it started this channel was that I didn't start with using plush toys as in the sense to cover me. My first video was the the plush toy was over here on the yeah it was the yeah I they weren't the key, like they weren't the main thing. Like the first plush toy I think was the husky. Uh, and what I'm trying to say is that like I decided that like okay once the plush toys are the main thing to see, like if someone sees this plush toy and they're an infant is going like, infatuated with seeing Sylvester, but they're gonna get bored because I don't move him. I don't. He doesn't move, so maybe you can get them to fall asleep to my voice, if they're infants. But there's no words that it's gonna come from Sports News Review. That's like some people find like, oh, I didn't really want my child to hear words like that until they're at least 8 years old, 9 years old, when they are 10 years old or 12 years old. I'm not like that's what I'm just saying. But some don't, some would say, oh, like because main thing is this title. Let's like let's play a little match game here, okay? So it would have been easy to go NFL 2025. Forget the word final, but trade and then and line it starts with DEA and and then there's LINE after it. Okay, I'm not. You could play your own play match game and figure it out. Blank line with 4 letters starts with a D and it has an E and it has an A. I couldn't do that, so it took me a while to Sylvester. It took me a while to like. Well, if in case someone stumbles across this and their infants like the infants like oh they love that little plush toy that's on the scene on the television screen and it's just they're calmed down they seen the plush toy they're all calmed down and it's a cat so they can recognize it even a young person an infant can recognize this is I guess a cat something like a cat because you know they see the house if they have a house cat, and of course they're gonna see the Sylvester and they're gonna it's gonna be oh like they want Sylvester, you know what I mean? And so what I'm trying to say, so I came up with 2025 final trade deals. That's just for fun with a sports reporter. They're supposed to put I don't know if I had enough room. I could have put sports, but then Sylvester wouldn't and lucky I didn't is the good thing I didn't because I was gonna put a sports reporter, but that's like I better just no, just tone it down because I won't have enough room for it. But I ended up being good. I didn't do it because Sylvester had to be on that line. I'm running. I just can't put Sylvester more to the left of the television screen. So yeah, and yeah, so okay, yeah, and then this one I just copied. Let's just get like this one's copied out of like real the like when they do like baking, and let's say like the reality shows when they have contests and there's a time limit and like when I'm watching the Halloween Bake Off, is it called the baking Halloween things? And they say, and I'm watching because it's like I'm like oh my gosh, it's 2025 and it's like I gotta see these. I gotta see like what could people make in 2025? And I'm hoping like I see a non-fun with that white thing, the white roll. The less of it you use, the more I guess you get points. If you use too much of that, it's like that one thing. It's like mailing it in with that. Why I forget the name of that stuff. It comes in a roll. It's edible. It's white, and you can it could it's just get like yeah, it's easy to roll out and okay. So, anyways, when you cut it and shape it, and what I'm trying to say is that like they would, they say stop. Everybody put their kitchen utensils down. This part is over. And then they're gonna clap. So this would happen, and they get the word. Okay, stop. General managers, put the phone down. No new trades, and they're like, okay, and then the general managers would be like, oh, like the relief of like the to them it's only been like half a minute, and no, half it's been like 20 minutes. They've been on all day, but they're living in this world where like the last 5 hours it felt like just half an hour to them, because they want more time. They want more time. They want more time. If you had if it was like a game show, they would like to cash in their time coin that they want. They get you get an extra hour or two if you got two coins. Yes, they would like to do that because, but then they're gonna clap themselves and like and then just okay, and then they got to finalize all those deals that they made earlier, and there's going to be a lot of finalizing, and then of course and then there's going to be a press conference because it's one every city will have a press conference, and yeah, I mean, of course, and now we can't listen to a Brandon Bean press conference right now because, well, for me, I would just put it on. I would just what I do is just put on the headphones and put on the headphones and just kind of say like, "Oh, Brandon Bean's at a conference," and it'll be like, I know the questions be. I don't even know. Okay, okay, so the Buffalo Bills. Okay, let's look. Oh, we might as well have fun, okay? Because in the future, when I'm watching this, I'm gonna just be all about like, well, what happened with Buffalo? Did the Buffalo? Okay, I'm looking. I don't know. I don't know. Inside report. Okay, close. There's still there. Was there anything that the Bills did? Maybe I should go on the Buffalo Bills. I mean, if the BuffaloBills.com, I'll just go on BuffaloBills.com. I mean, I'm relegated without because I'm not paying for anyone's subscription. I just guess I'm relegated to going on their own webpage, which they're fine if a person like me goes on their webpage to check out the information. BuffaloBills.com. I'm actually just gonna go on the simplest thing, BuffaloBills.com. It's yeah, it's just I can't believe I'm going on. Okay, no, I'm seeing it like they would you okay, okay, they just okay, I'm gonna put it on news. Um some McDermott's thoughts on NFL trade as in trade deals the trade deals that's over now. And I mean there's nothing I don't find can't I don't know how I'm gonna I'm not on any social media. I'm not on like someone, like what was called Twitter at the one time, and I've never got. I didn't even think care about getting a like back in the day when it was still called Twitter, and I was gonna get like a Twitter account for Sports News Review, and didn't bother. Then I just thought of doing just promos instead, and this uh I'm not gonna, and I'm not gonna do my. I actually do WhatsApp, and so it's the WhatsApp. I don't think I can. Nah, you need someone's phone number. That's a different category. It's not the same as like formerly Twitter called Twitter. Is that you didn't need someone's phone number to as like they like, it's like it's kind of like it's like being on YouTube without and now they got the video. It's kind of but yeah, I like YouTube. It's just standard. It's the simplest. It's the easiest. I'm always going to be just YouTube, and that's good enough for me. Don't need the other ones. Um, I don't know. I just I don't know. I don't know. I didn't see. Yeah, I can't. Yeah, it's about all the shows. No, I don't. Just it's no. I'm not gonna even. I knew I had enough trouble just doing my YouTube channel. Filling content. I'm not. I didn't. I know what it is. I didn't want it. Like I said it before, Sylvester. I didn't. Reason I didn't want to be on that Twitter because it wasn't the X yet. It was still Twitter, and I didn't want to be on the Twitter. It's just because I there's just a lot of things I would say, and it would be like, oh, I won't. It's all sports related, but even though it's like, oh, that team shouldn't have, they shouldn't have ran that play and stop. Don't even run another play. Just go for a pass, and then they do a handoff, and it's just a very successful run, and then I end up like this. That horn with the Google. I wish I could do that. The horn. I look. I just, it just. I mean, there was. I don't even want to say which one. It happened in a sporting event where one person said, "I don't know if that player is injured. He shouldn't be out there." And the player injured and all, did something and really good. And you never and then didn't hear the person's voice for at least 10 minutes after that. Like the person literally had to. It was just like wowzers, wowzers, wowzers. You're trying to be too cute, and that's what happens in life. And so you try to be too good one way, like like it's like that's I watching that when it happened as a young person. I just learned from like now it just it comes into play when like now like in life with the being on the X, formerly Twitter, because it was Twitter at the time. And the reason there's just it wasn't like I was against that social media. I'm not, but I just didn't want to. I didn't want that to happen to my where I just watching football and just typing in and back it just looks so silly after like whoa and then also filling content and just keeping a track of I didn't want the sports news review account to look like no one's has anyone there knocking on glass don't is anyone there still? And then people knocking on the phones. You still there? Sports News Review? I don't. But I'm trying to say is okay. So I'm gonna take a refreshment break. I got a refreshment out of the Sports News Reviews. Sports News Review. Yeah, I should get that magnet. I just remembered. I forgot to. After this program, I'm gonna maybe go get something to eat. And I sure. And if I stop at store and uh, one of those I think it's called every city has one. Bigger city has one in Ontario still. The Staples and see if they can make a magnet that says sports. I'm gonna see Sports News Review logo. Put it on the fridge. I just want to do that, Sylvester. It looks so hilarious. I'll take a picture of it and post it on the community. The Sports News Review fridge. Oh, the Sports News Review studio fridge or office. I guess when I'm sitting in this chair right now, this is an office. Okay, the Sports News Review office fridge. Yeah, and oh yeah, that's funny. Stop, general managers, put the phone down. No new trades. Okay, so I'm I'm just gonna put maybe NFL trade tracker and won't reveal which Say, come on, just hopefully I can just no. That sport track, it just doesn't work on my phone for some reason. So I'll try another one, okay, and see what happens here. I don't need rumors anymore. I don't want rumors. I want actual. I just want actual. Yeah, trades. I want something. Okay. Oh, see. Okay, they're seeing them. Okay, maybe I should go farther down. No, I don't. I just want. Okay, I think I got that one. See, the orders. Everyone has a different order of them. Like I got the Quinium Williams. I got that. I had that on the board and looked that up. Okay, so this one I don't have. Okay, maybe I should just. You know what? Maybe I'll just write them down write them down, Sylvester, and then we'll just discuss them real quick. And then I mean, oh wait, you know what? It's 4:30. I'm just this is it. I mean, I don't think there's much more. So I'll continue this one on board number two here. I got board number two going here, and let's see. I just didn't put this one down. So I'm gonna do just short form Chicago. Okay. Okay, arrow to Chicago. Okay, and then they okay, so they Bears. Okay, Cleveland, and then put a dash and then Joe. Okay, Joe, Ty, Ryan, SHOYINKA. Oh, this is too much. Okay, here I gotta read it out like to myself. Actually, just read it to myself and come up. Let's see, like okay, so Chicago Bears. Okay, okay, they'll be getting defensive end Joe Tyron Shoyinka. Okay, and a seventh round pick for 2006, and that's for that's they're gonna get that from the Cleveland Browns. And what happened? Okay, it's confusing here. Is it? Well, there's such I never seen where. Oh, of the Tampa Bay. Oh, that's it. And a first and a. Oh no, he was a okay, Tryon was a former. Okay, he was a Tampa Bay Buccaneer. He went. It was a first round pick. That was the 2021 to 2024 the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. But the Chicago Bears, I guess they're really in need to. It's not even a big one. That's not a big deal. It's nothing big. Okay, this one I remember earlier. I didn't write this one down because I wanted to just get the good ones up first. But see, let's see. Is it like the average, like this very average fan will gonna get this one? Okay, it's gonna be the Seahawks, and let's see, and they're gonna get okay. They are. Oh my god. Oh, this. I should have just said, oh gosh. The Buffalo Bills lost out on this because they just don't probably have the way that the New York Saints, I mean, wanted. They must have wanted. They did probably want a lot for this, but the Seattle Seahawks looking for a wide receiver, and they got it from New Orleans Saints and Rashid Shaheed Rashid. This is important because it's a receiver now. Nowadays, okay, nowadays, okay, RASH. A receiver is so important nowadays. It's Shaheed. Okay, Shaheed to Seattle from New Orleans because it's only a fourth and fifth round pick, and like a fourth and fifth round pick, it's pretty like I don't know. It's not a. I don't see it as a big deal to get a fourth and fifth round pick. It's like it's more of just the football insiders and people like someone that has the someone that has the amount of interest in football as I do. I I'm still like, yeah, it's nice to be able to have more than one pick in your fourth and fifth round because then the more it's not a, it's like, you can that way you try to increase the odds of players making, as they say, the team making not getting released from the team is whatever, or or at least practice squad quality. But yeah, but Rashid Shaheed being a wide receiver, and there's just I don't know. I mean, if you're Buffalo, you couldn't give up a fourth and fifth round pick. I mean, I yikes! What happened there? How did that Rashid Shaheed even get looked at? But they were they said it was only a fourth and fifth round pick. I mean, that didn't cost any. Say, like, that didn't co- that didn't like, cost any. I say like salary cap. We have to adjust salary caps for that. I'm just saying. I'm just like I'm just I'm gonna when we're done here, we're gonna no oh wait, there's a Buffalo Sabres game and it starts at it's just weird how the Sabres is gonna the pregame Sabres and it'll be AM 5:15 run. And I just want to hear trade talk. I just want to hear uh, and of course them being like a sports news organization. I don't know. Yeah, that's all I got left. That's all I think it's all I got left is the let's see. I'm gonna put the headphones on and radios this little portable radio, handheld portable radio. It's gonna go on very, very low. Microphones can pick up microphones can pick up sound, especially from electronic equipment, much easier than a human voice. But this is designed. The microphone I've got using for the YouTube channel. It is designed for human voice, and it does block a lot of things up. But when people are talking, they're gonna it's gonna try to probably. I don't want it to bleed over into the microphone. So yeah, they're gonna make sure that. Okay, I think it's my only chance of recovering on this show right now because I just cannot find very like some stuff. I'm surprised I even got that much news. And if you're not subscribed to a paid subscription, or a person that's on what used to be called Twitter, you're not. You just I could have been easily like, okay, let's see. Okay, I just gotta make sure the volume is down. Let's see. Okay, I can hear it, and I'm just gonna see. Good. Okay, it's not definitely just. I got the radio with the headphones on very, very low, and yeah, I don't want any audio to come up. This is the only. I think that's the only thing I got left to hear. Because right now they're on YouTube. If you don't catch AM, now if you're not catching AM 550, you can go on YouTube and listen to WGR, and there'll be the show on the shows on YouTube live streaming every day now. And I got I don't like doing this because I don't want the audio to mistaken. I'm covering up the other earphone to make sure it's not over my ear, but it's over my like if it's side below my ear, one of them, and then making sure that the audio does not escape out of these headphones at all. Okay, they're not talking. Let me see. Oh yes, I got the headphones away from me now. Um, I don't hear it at all. But if I put the one earpiece over my ear, I hear it. So it's perfect. I don't. It's not bleeding over into the. As I say, it's not gonna. This microphone won't pick up any audio from the tiny head. The tiny radio has plugged into the. It's. I don't see. The thing is, I sometimes I'm so as accident prone, and I don't want to like if the headphones pop out. Oh, that's it. The radio speaker will come on. That's a tiny radio too. This is what I'm talking about. This is what I'm talking about. It's just like this, you know what I mean? Just and it's got the headphones are way down here. It's a long cord, and yeah, I mean if this falls out, this speaker's coming on. That's just that scared me so much. It's like oh my gosh, no. I'd have to I would have to get to hit the off button in time and like you just I don't know. I don't even it's too bad I wasn't I wonder if it's too bad in the future. I could imagine suggestions on YouTube live streaming is can there be can I have a 5 second can I be on a 5 second delay at least where then I could just hit the as they say the button and and to to bleep out something that mistake like that it tell so I'm turning on the television by mistake. I was like I realized now not to turn on the television at all because the volume will kick on and then that's not good so yeah I always make sure that if I'm doing like a live stream of a game event I'm gonna make sure I make sure that the television on before I start the live stream and so that the volume is down to 0 and the and if I should start putting the captioning on since there can't I don't know I don't got the same view as the play by play. They're at the game and they could see the whole field or they see the whole ice surface or see the field of soccer or see the whole court. Whereas I'm just seeing whatever they give me on the camera, and I have to, I have to do my play by play, but based on what I see on the camera, and they could just be so yeah I'm gonna go back to it. Let's see. Okay, so they're on William Williams. Yeah. Okay, nothing. I pretty well got all the good. This is really like this is like almost in summary. It's not in summary yet. Yeah, I think at 5 o'clock. It'll be how long have I been up? Yeah, 2 hours is good enough for a live stream, which, no one came on except my monitoring the with it. It's the afternoon, the people are gonna go on good YouTube channels to listen to other people, have other comments, relevant comments. You know, someone if it said number 2 people watching and the person comments, I got the heebie-jeebies. I already got I it's like, I really don't even want anyone to come on in one way. I don't even want people to comment. I might get the heebie-jeebies. Let's see if I'm still on. Yeah, and I don't wanna turn comments off because I do wanna add, like, sometimes score, and, I guess, I don't know what other comment I did not wanna write down all the trades on the comments. I I suppose, I don't have enough USB ports, I think. It's only got 2. I guess if I used it yeah, see, that's I don't know, I Sylvester, I kind of would like to have been like a studio with my desk, and I would have just been able to use the old laptop and had like extend where I just type in stuff and then extend it to the monitor, and people see all the trades and updates and things like that. And what I just instead of using boards like that. And okay, so well, they're on a commercial break at the moment, so we're gonna. All right, back to the phone as a tablet. And I don't think the Buffalo looks like the Buffalo Bills did not do any trades, and I just got so like I didn't, and I can imagine. I know if those two just kind of caught my channel and seen heard me talking, and they would say I understand. I don't know. I just because to me it was like I'm not sure what happened on that game with the receivers and all that, but they just I don't just it's kind of like you're gonna am I that type I was never that type of person to make change just for change sake. But like the competitive nature in me was now, oh well, uh, get a receiver, but is this receiver actually gonna fit? But wait a minute, like what receiver isn't finishing? It's not like I say like you just put a player on, but if you put a player on, see, that's what you're worried about. The Buffalo Bills put a receiver that they invested in so much time and coaching, as in coaching and teaching schemes and then I was like, well, we're going to put you on the practice squad. But I know that one a player can be picked up off the practice squad if they have a spot for him on the team. If there's a really need, and being a wide receiver, they're a commodity on a team nowadays. That's my opinion. They're like a big commodity nowadays. And well, Buffalo's proven that running backs are becoming a commodity, as in like what like yeah, I mean running back. I mean, wow. I mean, wow. It just it's the human element of uh like I don't know. No, obviously there was to be no James Cook talk if that's not happening. But um I'm talking like the other two running backs, be one of them be put on the practice squad because they're gonna bring in another running back. And I mean, yeah, I mean the other teammates and how they feel about it. It's just there's so many variables on that. You know, and what do you call it? The dynamics of the team. I'm gonna just, Sylvester. I know you know the definition, but it's time to just have a laugh because I just don't know what's going on in the on the. I didn't even know how I got all this good information. Like I guess they must like, oh, okay, that's enough of that, and that's it. Now you're not gonna get any more information, and you're gonna have to wait till it's now news, not breaking news. I'm not getting. There's the only way I'm gonna get breaking news is that, like finding because they're sports news live stream too. We don't even know how to. I don't need to blank that out, but we don't in the live stream. I kind of would like to ask YouTube. Another feature would be nice is that can you hit the pause button? But yeah, like I don't know. Yeah, people that hit pause on the live stream, that's all set up in the laptop, and there's no need. It's they already got. They're not directly with the way I am set up on YouTube. They got like it would be like like in musical terms, there would be some kind of what they call a guitar pedal, a pedal with bef- and that would be what they have before they go to the amplifier, which would be the YouTube. I'm going straight from the laptop, the guitar, to the amplifier, the YouTube, and they're going with something in between the programming, like I'm trying to say. And yeah, they can pause their videos. So I could tap this. I guess apparently I'm able to tap this button, and it's supposed to be pausing it. I don't. I've yet to even try that button. I have no interest in it because it's like that's not what I was trying to do. I was trying to. Yeah, I guess I could. I don't. I'm such a like person that's like I'm scared that the button's gonna break or something. It's kind of new to me, and I don't know if it doesn't want to come back on during the live stream. And I may never touch that button its entire existence because I'm so superstitious, as they say. And yeah, I mean, yeah, I do have a mute button on the microphone, and I don't know. I don't even want to try it. Maybe I should. I don't know. Yeah, maybe I'll do only if I'm okay. When I do an audio test, I'll try it. Maybe I don't know. Just such a, I'm such a superstitious kind of person that just doesn't want to. Okay, let's see. Doesn't want to do it. Doesn't want to do it. Everything's working fine. Let it go. Just leave it be. But yeah, I'm willing to just bring a wide receiver in the wide receiver room, and then halfway through the season. And yes, I absolutely have managed. I've absolutely have managed zero point 0.0 teams. So yeah, how? I mean, I do trust Brandon Bean. I I know there was that weird the beginning season where with the I don't think it was a tirade. He just said, "No, we've addressed the situation," and like he's just like what it is. I think for me, it's just I would have said to Brandon Bean, like you just got to read the tea leaves that you have your world and you because I think that's what he was trying to say is like I like I am I have everything at my disposal that I don't have to like ask like all the contracts and like he is like the Brandon Beans have like they have a lap like what's on a Brandon Bean laptop is not like it's national secrets kind of deal. It's just that if somehow he left his laptop at the airport and someone from another country even uh would just probably not understand what's going on. But it's all the like if there's emails saved or something that would be or would I don't know like he might have scenarios of and like the players to find out that they're on an imaginary training how like 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 what kind of scenario is there for if I have to acquire a wide receiver who goes to the practice squad now or do I where do I make do I keep my six receivers I have on the team and add a seventh and there's and, and then it's just hurt feelings that can't be recovered, and so I mean, like yeah, I mean, like if you're a part of a Bills like or a fan that's like like love the Bills and you don't understand like what is going on right now and why isn't this happening? Why aren't they doing this? And you want this? I'm gonna say that when Brandon Bean is no longer working with the Buffalo Bills organization in the future, one time, whatever time be in the future, it could be 10, 15 years from now, for all I know. But what it is that if memoirs, he's got memoirs written out because right now he knows he's gonna have to write a book, and I don't know if there's going to be paperback books like now. Then there's no need for paperback anymore. Really, with people that could just where they could just download the book ebook electronic book and yeah I mean would I like to but the technology be make it easier for being able someone to read because they can probably just they'll put headphones on and they just text the audio it'll just and and I mean what it is that it's uh, uh, the reading part is easy to put it down because all the explanations will be there on why this didn't happen, why this didn't happen. Right now is not time to reveal like why this didn't happen, why this didn't happen, except for what they give in a at the podium when like Brandon Bean is going to be at the podium. I'm just going to see when Brandon. We're gonna be. Oh, is it 5 o'clock in 3 minutes? I what else can I do? I mean, 3 minutes. I'm gonna have to. I guess there's no way the Bills have. Um, the other trades aren't that big of a deal. I it was a good. I'll wait for the in summary because it was a good trade. Um, it was eventful. It was an eventful trade where when they do the news, they're not just for like super diehard fans that understand what's going on in the NFL trading. It's gonna. They're like. It's even like the casual fan. Like all these ones will be like, ooh, especially with the Dallas Cowboys. You if you watched yesterday's game and you've seen you're seeing like someone like a Jerry Jones that like well he doesn't care right now. He's not going to rebuild now. It's pretty obvious. It's not a something about how young he is. It's well, it does come into play how, but yeah, I mean Dallas Cowboys is it's hard for the Dallas Cowboys to be a rebuild team when they did it, but uh, with Troy Aikman, the Troy Aikman is an example of how uh you, you know if that's what you wanted as a quarterback, and and like you're looking for a quarterback, and because it was just an odd thing that happened. They went 15-1, okay, and the only win they had for was with the second string quarterback at the time. And it's like, you know what? I understand. Most folks would have been. It's like, wow! I'm surprised that Aikman wasn't like not considered like Dallas Cowboy, maybe. But it's just no, no. They just seem like whatever reason it was, the management and the Dallas was like, yeah, we're gonna have to explain to the general public that, and especially being at that time, it was not like today's world. Where they're more informed, the fans nowadays, a lot more informed back from now. What, Sylvester? I'll give you. I'm gonna test it out. I'm gonna give you the front light, not the overhead light, the light in the front, just to give you some more light. Let's see. I can't. The only thing feature I can't do is I can't put it lower. Wait, why isn't it on? Too much. Okay, I guess. All right. I guess she. Oh, take it away from the. What happens to the blue field? Oh wow. Okay, so this is really lit up over here now, but I have to point up there so it's not. I mean, it's good to have. I don't. Yeah, so we're not sticking around long enough where Sylvester needs the backlight, but then I'm losing all on the sports media view. Okay. Still want people to be able to see sports news review. Okay. Okay. So I mean, yeah, Sylvester's getting a little bit late. I guess I could put the overhead light on. Let's see. Let's test it out. Let's all have fun. Ooh, I should put a headphone on to see. All right. Okay, I don't. Okay, let's. Okay, it's gonna be too bright first, and then just. Oh, that's not the one I was trying to go for. This one here. All right, I put it a lot lower. I'm just trying to light up the sign, the sports news review sign for the camera. Okay, this the logo in the corner over there. Okay, yeah. I mean, yeah. Hmm. Yeah, it's working pretty good. M- Maybe I should turn that to blue. It'd be yeah, I should turn that to blue. Yeah, I should just, that's one way to trim it down a bit. Or maybe the orange light would trim it down a bit. I don't know. That look weird. You can see one toe of Sylvester, one one paw of his paw. Yeah, I suppose. Yeah, I guess they're called toes still. Okay, I got it official. Bills did not make any trade move, as they say, moves. Um, okay, so yeah, I mean I mean, yeah, so okay, so it's official. The Buffalo Bills did not. Okay, so the Buffalo Bills did not. I'm gonna just save battery. I'm gonna save battery. Turn the radio off. I'm gonna put the radio back. Put it away. The little small radio. I'm gonna put it away. Um, put the headphones away real quickly. I don't. I just there's uh yeah, we can. Okay, so I'm gonna okay, put this headphones away. Alright, I guess I did pretty good. We did pretty good, Sylvester. Okay, for me, my standards anyways. Well, play, just, had a little fun with the lighting right now. Maybe I'm gonna see what would it look like with a blue light instead? Okay. I'm not sure. I guess that wouldn't have been too bad. Let's see. It's a little bluish though. Let's see. What happens when you turn into a green light? Ew, nope, no good. Red? And can I just added a red light on you, Sylvester? That's kind of odd, eh? What do you? No, wait. Okay, that doesn't matter. I just fixed this like that. Okay, that's not a big deal. A red light? You kept the blue. The blue light looks so nice in the shining on the corner. I definitely would leave that blue. The red on Sylvester. I never thought of that earlier. I never thought of that earlier. Just put the red light on Sylvester. Give him some light, but not too much. I mean, and it really highlights his desk. Uh, Definitely love the footwear that came with that box. It's a cuddle, it was the first desk I made for like Sylvester, and I love the color. It just blends. It's just the perfect color for Sylvester, and it's very sporty. Obviously, it's very sporty desk, and yeah, I cut out. Why? What did I? I don't remember how I got that shape over here. This is definitely like this is not something I'd cut out. There's no way I could cut that out. That's just too nice of a cut. Like it was cool. I just knocked the microphone over. I hear it if it's still working. Is it working still? Working still? Test one, two, three. Audio test. Okay, we're good. I heard my voice again saying test one, two, three. Okay, yeah, I only knocked it a bit. I gotta be careful. That's why I gotta be careful. Yeah, that's a cut. That's cut like a die. I can't remember what part was it that I no 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 no. Either way, like just that it had a unique like the shape that's cut out. Now I'll be careful this time. This shape that's cut out, that's a professional. Like these were cut like hundreds of like maybe a hundred of them one set, one press. They're all cut out to that shape. Because yeah, I wouldn't be able to. So what I did is just taped it all together. Yeah, taped the top, and cut out the back end, a circular. So well, when Sylvester stands on behind the desk with it, and it was like the perfect height for his arms and for Sylvester. Because I couldn't find a chair that would. So Sylvester looks like he's sitting on a chair, but there's not. He's just standing up right now. There isn't anything I could find because the tail is such a unique feature, and it's touching the back wall, like holding Sylvester up, making sure it doesn't fall over. And yeah, it wasn't say yeah, yeah. I didn't really, I, I, I didn't think a red light would make it look better. I'm totally shocked. Okay, all right. I was only experimenting. I might as well leave that remote control here because we're just gonna okay, so did I yeah, stop what you're doing. Yeah, I got that part. If I really needed to see this part, I would just turn this overhead light on. But there's two overhead lights. I'm not gonna turn this overhead light on because it's I'm done with the boards here. This one I'm gonna put away. I'm not gonna knock things over. Okay, so I'm not gonna okay, I'm just gonna put all the small. Yeah, I gotta put still gotta clean up the studio for tomorrow. Oh boy, it's gonna be tight. Okay, yeah, we're at the 2 hours 3 minutes mark, so we're doing pretty well. We're gonna wrap it up here. Okay, so um, lot like lots of good like material today from the like the trades because there was even I think there was a few more I didn't even put down, and like yeah, I mean usually like NFL trades, there's not much to report on. I just wanted to Sylvester. I just wanted to get you back in the fold, as they say, to get you back in the fold, and that's why I said let's just do a live stream and get and I don't know. I think I'll be too tired to do sports news. I'm sorry, World Sports News with Ernie tomorrow. I'm probably going to make another Friday edition of World Sports News with Ernie. Yeah, so upcoming over the weekend events, and then try from another. Yeah, because I tomorrow. I don't know. I'll see how much of the board. You know what it is? It's on the production. It's depending how much I have to, uh, how much I have to do for the World Sports News and Earnings. It's gonna be up. I'm not sure if I'll do another edition tomorrow or not. Because Thursday night we got a Thursday night pregame with Coach Coyote, NFL Thursday night pregame with Coach Coyote, and NFL news. Oh, I don't. I'm so sorry, Sylvester. I know Sylvester saying, "Let me do a report." I'm saying, "Yeah, no, Uh, it's just that COB Bunny Sylvester COB Bunny said that you've been hired as a presenter, and even though you have the credentials to do a good script for, and then you are like I said, you have the credentials as in you did graduate from university as in communications and being a and you specialized in sports report writing and yeah I mean but it's just yeah we'd have to hire you on as staff and then you can't be a presenter anymore because now you're management and like I guess you could do both but it's just I can't. Well, Sylvester, we how old is Sylvester again? Um, Sylvester. I think yeah, you're older than me, and so you can't. Yeah, I can't. You can't. Yeah, I mean, yeah, Sylvester. I'm having trouble doing these. Like, if you do, we can't tire. We can't. We just can't tire Sylvester out like that. Where you're not going to be able to even do the show because you and if you do all the research and the writing, because it's a lot, it's just a lot to do, especially NFL news. I mean, you gotta, like you gotta come up with your own style, as you know. Of course, Sylvester, you know what I mean. Like you gotta come up with your own style. You look at all the news, NFL news, and yeah, it's just, and then, oh, jeez, I can't even do NFL scores anymore. I suppose it's easy to write out the scores, switch out the boards real quick. I'm recording it, so I could take my time. Now that I use letterboards, they're just too good. They take I'd be totally exhausted if I used letterboards to do NFL scores. Whoa, whoa! I would never want to take it down. But then if I had a lot of letterboards. I could see myself doing NFL news and NFL scores. It's because then I can leave all those letters on the board up. And if I had the room for all, especially if I didn't, oh man, I'd like to buy. Oh wow, I'd like to buy another few letter boards. I just can't find them at those dollar stores right now, and I don't need any more keyboards. I'll just buy one in case I don't know, get extra letters. And if something happens to this one, whatever reason, if the letters don't hold in, like this just made out of paper. This is just made out of paper. So eventually this is not going to hold the letters. Like, it's not, it's not like I spent, $20 on this item here. It's on the $4. It was less than $5, I think, if I got the box. Let me see. I would have been. It could be over five. Of course, even if it was over $5, I would have paid for it. But um, because the price was on it. Oh, I think it might have. This might have been the price. I don't know. It says menu 5.99. I'm not sure. It could have been. Maybe it could have just been lower than that price. But if you said it was $6, and it still go. Yeah, these things, the letterboards. This is not the cover for that letterboard. This is the big white one, the bigger ones. I'd pay $6 for the. You get a lot of new letters, especially the A's and the number twos, because oh gosh, you need all the number twos you can get for football scores. Twos are twos sometimes can be such a common number on football scores, and yeah, yeah. I don't. I guess I would just buy another one of these, but I'd definitely buy four more of those. Oh wow, would I have so many extra letters not to being and four extra boards, meaning that watch me put them all for Real Sports News and Learning. That just means I can do four more sports on Real Sports News with Ernie because the board, I have this dedicated board for the snooker, dedicated board for the darts, dedicated board for badminton. Then, because next coming February, it's going to be a dedicated board for netball, and yeah, I mean, so yeah, well, like yeah, I mean, I guess I've kind of rekindled my interest in the sports news review, Sylvester, with today's program like this. I could watch in the future. I can watch it going. I I I'll say it. It was 2 hours 11 minutes. I have to stop because it's taking a toll on my health. I'm having trouble like trying to get the words out. So I'm gonna have to. I'm gonna really and shit. Sylvester's saying, why don't you just end the program if it's like you're not able to like you're gonna start losing your like whereabouts pretty soon, and you're putting your hand over your forehead because you don't know how to your own recovery position from just talking so much. You just had enough. And yeah, I mean, I know that's what I got to learn, Sylvester, is to know when to just go. I had 2 hours 11 minutes, but it's just that Sylvester, once we push the button that says end stream, here it is, end stream. I don't know if you could see it. Yeah, you can see it right there on the monitor where it says end stream. Once I push that end stream, and then again, and yes, end the stream. This imaginary world that we're living in, that's called NFL 2025 final trade deals with Ace reporter Sylvester. That world is over, Sylvester. We'll have to move on. And why is the red light flickering? I'm kind of glad I tested out the light. It's it's an issue with the plug. It's an issue with the plug. It has to be. I thought it was solid. I don't like the fact that the red light is flickering because it's not the light, it's Sylvester, it's the power source, the little plug, the block, as they say, what this plugs into is it's got to be perfect. Any slight movement from anywhere, and yeah, that thing just makes the light go fluttering. But it's not too bad that it's going to shut it off, but it's just at a low frequency. The red's at the lowest frequency of these lights. See, I seen it. I seen it do it, and that's due to lack. That's due to the insufficient amount of voltage on the spike. You know, what I mean, these are, they are. This is fine because it's on a higher frequency, the blue light, so you don't notice yeah, and it's not happening all the time. I'm going to say it's probably just with electricity itself, and there's nothing I could do about it except if I had a power rectifier, a rectifier, I guess, to plug into, and then plug into the to the power, because I think the rectifier would give me a constant flow that this demands, and it gets how does it get more? Yeah, it sucks. It needs when it needs more. The rectifier takes in more power to give it to the light. Yeah. So, anyways, well, Sylvester, I gotta. Well, I'm gonna really miss you for on being able to like. I know we can. Especially saying, wait, I live in the same room. I live there. I got that. I got my area, and yeah, I understand that. Uh, I know we can see each other every day. We can talk. We talk every day, but it's just that we're, you know, okay. Well, that's definitely that. Let's see. Don't care. Just don't care. Okay, so but it's a good reminder. I just had enough. I don't even care about that phone call. I don't recognize that number, so I don't really care. Let him, Sylvester. Let him. If it's important, leave a message. If it's something that's important, leave a message. All right then. Okay, so with that, Sylvester, we'll say our goodbyes here. So for yours truly, and for Sylvester, that's standing up behind the microphone there. All both of us are thanking you to come in to Sports News Review, and we're both saying over and out.